Welcome back, welcome to Cameshiar Review. Cameshiar Review. Make sure you guys go check me out and follow me on Instagram. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook. I'm still on Periscope somewhere, and on my TikTok and on Twitch. So anyway, we were talking about LaRonda and Jay and Lexia and Darian and Jessica and Eric. But I noticed that LaRonda calls him Sean, so I don't know. I don't know if that's just her can call him that. We're going to get started with Jessica and Eric. Now, in the beginning of the episode, it looks like Eric is kind of letting his walls down, and because last time he slammed the door in the guy's face and all these things, Jessica's like, oh, take this off. I don't know, it might be too loud. I know it's hot down here in Texas. So anyway, letting his walls down, kind of getting to the process pretty much, And so we have Clarence coming to see Jessica. And, when I first saw him, I was like, sometimes I wonder about the choice that they pick. And I'm not saying that, look, all I know that he is fine. I think Jessica is beautiful, and he was sure looking at her with that black on. He was like, letting you go to be with somebody with that outfit on. But Clarence was very, very fine. I will say that. So I didn't think she had a whole lot of traction to the last date she had. But as far as Clarence is concerned, oh, I see it. And even when they was talking back and forth, I said, I said, well, Eric had a mature moment. He was talking back and forth with Clarence. There don't seem to be no kind of static going on. Just, hey, you're going to take care of my lady. Y'all have a good time and yada, yada. And she was kind of like, okay. Now, I was like, okay. You do want your man to be a certain type of way. You don't want him to be tripping every time, especially if you're in a process such as this. But at the same time, you do want your man to be like a little bit like, a little jealous. I don't know. Maybe just me. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to say LaRonda, and it says Jay in most of these, the books and everything, but I think she calls him Sean. So I get confused, like I say. So I'm going to say Jay because it's what I see up here. But I think the doctor calls him Sean too, so maybe I should go up to Sean. So Miss LaRonda is actually ironing Sean's clothes for his date. And he's staring at her clothes, wondering what is she going to wear on her date, because his concern, as it seems since this started, is what is she doing with her date and what's going on between them two that he can't even focus. You remember the last time when she went out, he was so worried about everything that he made himself ill. That's why I say with this couple, I have a love for all of them, but she's being very patient. But let me talk about Sir James, who gets out of this car looking like, yeah, baby, his lips down to the cut. The way he was walking, I was like, In fact, let me give me some water. I'm thirsty. Oh my God. Woo. Anyway, this time around, Sean, I felt like, was a little more aggressive than the last time when old boy came over. He gonna say my baby thing, the linebacker. I can't. He's funny though. But he was like, he ain't tackling nothing up in here. I was like, look, he is not playing when it comes to, like, he said, this is my queen, this is my baby, the love of my life, my everything. This is LaRonda. Look, she be like, because sometimes I'm like, for her, I feel like, how can she even, I don't know, there's nothing that she can, So anyway, He's sitting there watching them, and let me tell you something. She had this red dress on and some black high boots. I'm like, look, you better come through, okay? But I felt bad for her because she made a statement that he doesn't trust me. He's constantly worrying with her and what she's doing. That can make someone feel uncomfortable. And I get that in a different way of just, oh, it's cute, oh, you being jealous, but it's like you have to let someone breathe. You know what I'm saying? But I get at the same time that he loves her and he feels like I got some queen. This woman is supporting me through everything that I'm doing and just loves me. He don't want to lose that. And for him, he's probably not saying, I'm not saying that that he thinks she's going to just do something really bad, but he may look at it like somebody like this big old can take her from him. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Oop, moving the wrong person. Come on down. Oh no, you know what? You still back up here. I'm tripping. I'm sorry. So, Sir James and LaRonda, when they were walking together, because I'm a blogger, I'm honest. So for those who are new to the channel, then when they were walking from the car, they did look good together. I can't lie, they did. That doesn't mean because you look good together that you should be together. I'm saying the slow-mo scene. And on the date, they seem to have an organic vibe. Chill. Not like I am so in love, like ooh, and all these. I'm just talking about a very organic vibe. Them sitting there chilling, drinking, look like a nice establishment. Drinking some wine. Okay. The thing about it is because of the fact that she has, she's business minded. He is entertainment. I'm talking about Sean. So they come from different worlds, kind of. So Sean's date walks up, and I'm not gonna read, and I'm gonna behave. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say this. I think her name was Brittany. Very nice. I feel bad for her because Sean wasn't even. But LaRonda is that would be ridiculous to leave LaRonda for Brittany. That's all I'm gonna say. But she was very sweet, and they were gonna go in at the same place that LaRonda was at. I was like, interesting. Let's see how this goes. This is, I think, now look, as a blogger, as a viewer, it is messy, but I'm here for it. So he walks in, she sees him, he immediately is at her. I mean, hold on, let me get the face of Sean every time the camera flashed over, and every time you hear LaRonda laugh or say something out loud. She don't even be that loud when she with me. Or every time you saw her, I saw him looking, I was like, bro. That's why I said I felt bad for Brittany. Brittany trying to get the man attention, and I said, hey, and all this stuff like that. And he's just like, oh yeah, you see? Oh, Lord have mercy. Shaw was killing me. Oh my God. They were having a somewhat small conversation, but I'm telling you, every time she did something, he'd be like, I'm right here. And she's doing all that right in front of me. I'm just like, bro. She just trying. Brittany just trying. Oh, I say you work out. He's like, yeah. Look. Or I'm like, come on, stop it, bro. If I were Brittany, I'd have got me a chair, slid that sucker right over in front, been like, hey, I'm Brittany. Oh my God. Anyway, Sir James and LaRonda will do. I'm gonna tell you something. Now look. All jokes aside, LaRonda's doing the process. She's on the date. Why should she be focused even though her man is 3 feet away? The whole point of this is to have fun. She's taking back shots. Shot. I'm just playing. They ain't doing all that. But what I'm saying is they chill. They're having a good time. He should be doing the same thing with Britney. Well, at least attempting to. No, you're not going to force anything. They were having some conversations that all of a sudden she ended up leaving LaRonda and LaJames. Now, all of a sudden, here goes Sean. He said, okay, let me be honest. He said that LaJames trying to put his hand on the small of her back. He did. I'm not going to lie. Now, it was pretty quick, and she probably barely felt it. She's not even that. She's a very small woman, and depending on where that was, anybody might not have felt that. But he did kind of do a little swoop. He did. But it was really quick. It was like swoop. Swoop. Anyway. All right. Alexia and Darren. Now, I watched the Instagram live with Miss Alexia was on there with Jessica, and she said something about the scene. Well, not the scene, but she said she wasn't supposed to have nobody in her truck. So that was her truck that Darian Smoke was taking. And another thing. Now, the date. Kai, what is it? I don't know. I can't read my right. Kai, why is she so aggressive? Baby, this is date 2. I can't be a side piece. I can't be the one on the side. It's date 2. I'm confused. And why are you okay. Yes. All right. Now we got if I grabbed the wrong person, we got Jessica and Eric walking. Jessica and Eric. Sorry. Jessica walking in with her date Clarence with his fine son. He is fine. Okay. And they're having a good conversation, even chemistry, even when he made little comments like, if we have an argument, or I'm not gonna argue with him, give a walk away and come back later or something like that. And she seemed like that. Maybe that's the way she thinks. They were having moments like that. And eating good food, talking, have a date. Again, Jessica, LaRonda are doing the process as far as going out with somebody, actually having a conversation. The part that Dr. Nicole is smart about is having the boyfriend there with their dates. Because yes, when you're by yourself, you can't be focused on that person because that person is in front of you and your man or your woman is not there or across the way. Bringing your boyfriend or girlfriend with their date inside changes everything, because not only are you not able to focus really to a point, because the fact that anyway. So Eric in his day walks in. You know what? Again, walking. His date to me remind me of the young lady that just won the cabaret, Celine's cabaret. I mean, not exactly, but just some of her mannerisms to me. I was like, Tanisha, I think is her name. I felt like she had a great spirit, a great personality. I did not know how they were going to vibe, but when they walked in, it seemed like Jessica was more affected. I thought Eric would be, but I think Eric is doing what he was asked to do. It's follow the process. Of course, Jessica sees and starts laughing like, oh, okay. I was like, girl. But Eric act like he ain't even, like he wouldn't even press child. Like he could, nothing. So, him and Tanisha having this conversation, and they're all in depth into it. And Jessica, she over here struggling, child. She's like, ooh, okay. And all these things. I will say this, that the conversation seemed very genuine with Eric and Tanisha. I'm not saying that I saw it was going to be such a big potential, such love, or nothing like that. I'm not even saying that. I'm saying I saw a good conversation. A good conversation could lead to nothing. It could lead to friendship. It could lead to connections. It could lead to, it doesn't necessarily mean, ooh, this could start to be a love thing, whatever. Um, I think that he was having talks with her that he hadn't been having with Jessica, allegedly. Um, didn't really see where he was like attracted to her. It just was a I'm focused because sometimes a brain or how somebody personality is, how they carry themselves, the things they say, if they're really smart, whatever. A person can fall in love with that, and it really won't matter about the way that they look physically on the outside. I mean, I don't know how often it happens, but I'm pretty sure it does. And so, while all this is going on, Jessica is, look, she's trying to keep her composure. She really is. They over there eating, and I love to have real food there. I know it's a restaurant, but most times you don't really see the food or the eating. You just see like the drinking and stuff, and they really are. She's like, look, feel me? I'm like, look, baby, camera rolling. Yeah, whatever. But he said he was enjoying. If you listen to the keywords that he said, Eric said he was enjoying his date, enjoying this conversation, because I never seen. I feel like Eric was a big hype too. And I was like, was he just doing that for Jessica? I didn't know. We're still learning them, watching them, and even still, we're not gonna know them. They know each other. So I thought maybe he's just doing that, putting on an act for Jessica, and But to me, the more they sat there, it's like Jessica didn't went even in the room. I feel like Clarence, with his fine behind, was trying very hard, not very hard, but was trying to keep Jessica attention on their day. He's like, okay, they're over there, but we're having a date, so let's keep pushing. And then he was like, yeah, they're loud. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. And she really did think that he was going to turn and look. And when I say Eric didn't do nothing but keep on laughing and say, let's get another drink as they walk out the door, I was like, you know what? I was like, I really can't. I don't know. I mean, he up there asking for the waitress to get another drink and everything as they walk out the door. I said, I was like, I guess, baby. So, child, why in the world is Darren and that girl, why is she walking like, let me stop. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. I'm just trying to figure out why she walking like that, but why she walking like that? Come on, Alexia, with the red hat and that black lace. Girl, let's go. Her date comes up. For me, and I love locks because I used to have locks for like 3 years, and I cut them off because I wanted my natural hair back. He started flirting with her immediately. He was looking her deal. His name was Deal, I believe. Looking her up and down and engaging immediately. I like that. I really did. I didn't think she would be for some reason. For me, I knew that I didn't know, but I had a feeling maybe that she wouldn't be attracted to me. I came in, come on with this. Her outfit was cute. So she walks in, and Darren is sitting there with his date, and he's trying to eat or whatever, but he just keeps looking up, staring at her, and then of course his very talkative date, when I said her name was Kai, she was like awkward. She was very I don't know, nothing wrong with her personality being forward and saying things that she's saying, but there were just some situations. I don't know. So anyway, he is complimenting her, flirting with her. Alexia, talking about she looks sexy. Darren is just looking back and forth, feeling uncomfortable because they're in the same room, and he couldn't even eat. He can't actually talk. He felt uncomfortable. He felt like the date was just he just whatever. So he was allegedly horrified or whatever, and of course, she said, this is very messy. I felt like it threw him off, but one part I didn't like is when he said, I don't know why she is intimidated by you. I was like, Why would Alexi be intimidated by her? Why would they even come out your mouth? A man should never just be talking like that in front of another woman about his woman. I just, ugh. But he kept staring over there at them. Period. He just kept staring. I ain't gonna lie. They did seem to have a rapport. The more I would see them when they was talking, I'm talking about Darian and Kai. They did have a rapport. I'm not sure what that rapport is. She's very aggressive, and and she seems very also a little kooky, and he is kooky too. So kooky is a good thing. I'm not saying bad, but just like, I don't know, still. And she's sitting there talking about her job. The Atlanta Hospital was a boss. She's taking care of her business, but the whole time I felt like she put me in the same mind as Sean J. That she really couldn't focus on her date because Darren's over there. She would look a little bit, and you can tell. And he's like, "Don't look over there." I felt bad because he was trying. He was trying. Okay, and then the fact that she was like, that by him being in the studio, and she was like, he always in the studio, allegedly. Well, anyway, it got to the point where Darren and his date, they was like, we're gonna go ahead and leave. And as they were leaving, his name is Desi. I said his name wrong. Desi. I feel bad. I'm so bad with these names. He was let me correct myself. She was leading him out the restaurant, and Alexia was like, hands. And as they walked out, now he said it wasn't me, it's her hand. I'm like, look, it doesn't matter. For one, when she was smiling as they were leaving, she said, let hands go. And then she turned to smile. Kat, I called her Kai. Let me tell you something. Date or no date. And then she gonna turn and look at her and smile again? She talking about Darren don't get hit. I'll be like, Darren and Kat don't get hit. Ciao. Okay. So we get back home. They get back home. Eric and Jessica, they're back home, and he comes in. Oh, this was a great date. This was everything. The atmosphere is beautiful. This was an insightful conversation. This was the best conversation ever in life. I have never talked to somebody who made me feel this way, And she's just like, okay. Dang, okay. And it bothered her, and I understood. It probably would make me feel some type of way too. That you're saying that you have the best conversation you have ever had, and you've been with me all these years. Like, what have we done? We've never had a deep or long conversation late at night, 3 or 4 in the morning, after some, or before some whatever. Okay, or we haven't had those. We stuck in the house, it's wintertime, or during the crazy pandemic. I could tell she was, she was hurt. Her feelings were hurt. But he wants Jessica to open up to him the same way that she did. He is following the process. He's going out and experiencing things, figuring out, ooh, I actually like for a woman to do this. He said, I felt like I was completely just in the room with her, empty, like nobody was there. Then he said she had me in a bubble. I'm like, bro, chill. So she started to cry. I mean, who could not understand that? After you just did all that and said all of that. He said, I just want to connect with somebody on that level. He's being real. Sometimes being real, especially when you're a couple, in life. Period. It's gonna hurt your feelings. Nobody wants to hear that this woman can give you something that you can't get from me, or that I feel like I can give to you. You know what I'm saying? What am I doing? So I felt bad. If a girl tells you I'm good, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's not good. If they say they can't talk, that's not good either. I just think she was in her feelings. She had to process that. She has to process that. But she has to also process the things that he said. I feel like this whole situation is a way to teach couples how to communicate, get to know each other, and I don't know, build from there. It's actually, as far as a couple show, I just really feel like that it's not a bad show. I think couples can probably actually watch the show and learn from it. Who knows? People may even be doing experiments like this to test. So we had the whole thing with Dr. Nicole catching up with all the couples. And when I tell you, when she talked to LaRonda and Sean, she gave it to him. She gave it to him. Because the way he talks to her is not good. The way and I'm not saying disrespect her, I'm talking about not letting her breathe to me. You so worried about what she's doing. Baby, when she said, do you trust her? He said, yeah, but she said, I was about to call. I said, okay, mama, go ahead and get. He's answering for her and everything. Oh, she don't like that type of guy. No, she don't like that. How do you know? You are hoping that she don't like that guy. You are hoping that she don't vibe with that type of dude. She called it tactical control. I really get into it with Dr. Nicole when she talks to him, because I'm not married anymore or with anybody, but these are the type of shows that need to be on the air, something that you can actually learn from. Whether you think of the counselor part is boring or whatever, the tools that she gives you, I feel like you can learn from it. He got really upset about the fact that she saw he's not. Now, most men would not like for another man to put his hand on a smaller woman's back. Now, I know that's a thing. That's an old school thing. I've heard that. Putting your hand on a small woman's back and that's not your woman is a violation to a lot of men. He was very, very upset. She's getting frustrated and annoyed. It's like, you don't trust me. She's exhausted with it. His response to everything that has to do with her is assumptions and negativity. Well, anyway, she gives everybody really good advice. Now, I think Jessica said yes to see Clarence again. I think Eric said no to seeing Tanisha again, even though he enjoyed the conversation. Sean said no. Wait, did LaRonda say yes or no to her date again? Did she say yes? I don't remember if she said yes. Smoke said that Alexia embarrassed him. I can see that. But at the same time, you embarrassed her too. I mean, I don't know. I get, because I thought thinking about like girlfriend wives, like you got your hand on the woman's hand. But in the process, I guess she shouldn't have said anything and just maybe just focus on her date. So Alexia said no to her date. Darian said yes, he felt like he needed to do over with his date. I don't know. I can't remember if I don't know if LaRonda said yes or no or not to the second date. Okay, so they just left it at that. Now, I knew it. I knew I was right. Okay, so they left that as a cliffhanger. So we don't know. I honestly think LaRonda should go on a second date. I think she should. I also think they should find somebody that Sean can connect with. Same with Alexia. I think the problem with Alexia, you can't expect her to vibe with somebody that she doesn't have anything with. Maybe get somebody that has sports in the background that she could connect with. Maybe she would be focused on him. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Anyway, that is my review, okay, of Put a Ring on It. And we'll be back again,